Welcome to this episode of Our Quest. This is Dimple Mehta, and today we would be having an amazing discussion on a topic really close to my heart, and that is how to raise kids without yelling. Joining us today for this amazing discussion is Dr. Alya Al Suwaidi. She's a family doctor as well as a conscious parenting coach. She's a mother of 4 kids and a wonderful woman. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to the show so that you don't have to miss out on any episode. I am thankful, grateful to you for taking out the time to listen to these podcasts. I hope this episode further contributes towards your growth. If you like the episode, give us a quick rating or review on Apple Podcast. That helps the episode to organically reach more people who might find it useful and beneficial. So, welcome to the show, Alya.
It's a pleasure to have you here.
Hi.
How are you feeling?
Good, Dimple. Hi.
Great. So before I start asking you all these questions,
Mhm.
let us hear from you about your journey.
Okay. My journey started in this path, like to be a conscious parent, the day I had my first child, of course. That's it. When I was having this kind of dreams that it will be very smooth, very easy. But then from day one, it wasn't easy. So it started with a lot of challenges. And then, the ups and downs, the feelings, like the kind of mother who like to perfect everything and fix everything and just do it the way it should be done. I was faced with a lot of challenges with my first daughter, of course, and then it came with the second twins. Then I said there should be some way different. There should be something different that like I should communicate with my children. I should, I can that shouldn't be a life like you do. Just scream and yell and try to power struggle with the children. So I decided to give it like a different way, to go and discover new approaches. So while I'm searching and by the way, also I'm a family physician who was thinking that she knows everything, but in reality, when you go and like on the spot, you discover that this is different thing. This is different than you being a doctor. So I was like in my ego feeling that I know everything, but then no, you just have to know yourself much better. You discover another path and you just have to go like down to earth with children. So this is the beginning.
Amazing. I think you're absolutely right. Parents don't think what that yelling is doing to their kids, and they're just doing it because they have seen the same.
Yeah.
But what do you think is the impact of yelling at kids?
Mm-hmm. I think parents, they do it without thinking. They just do it the way their parents did before, and they think this is the right way.
Maybe normal.
Yeah, they think this is the right way to make children listen to them. And the fact that they want their children to listen is the problem. That, okay, why they didn't ask themselves, why do I want my children to listen? What is the purpose of that? So from there it came the way they parent their children, like from the authoritarian point of view, like it's the same conditioning from their families, generation to generation, that the parent figure should be the authoritative. They have all the rules, they know better, the children should follow, the children should listen. If they are not listening, then they have to be fixed. And if they just were like saying it nicely once and twice and the child is not following, then the ultimate way is to yell, to scare the child, to make him follow you.
So it's just a habit.
It's a habit. It's a habit, like, they, without even just thinking about it. Like, why should I do this or that? Mm-hmm.
I think you're absolutely right. I think parents do yell at the kids without even thinking what that yelling is doing to the kid. And I think they just do it because they don't know any other way, like you said. So, what do you think is the impact of parents yelling at their kids?
The impact is that, like, when you put yourself in the position of this child, you will feel the impact. You will feel that when someone yells at you, how would you feel? This is what I asked my children actually. I have an 9 years old and twins who are 6 and 3. So I asked them, what do you feel when mom yells at you? The first one, she said, I feel disappointed. The one of the boys said, I feel annoyed. The other one, he said, that was a very big one. He said, um, he feels brain damage. Like when you yell at him, he I think his brain function will stop. Like he cannot shut down. Yeah, that's what he wants the message, like to convey this message. Like, I cannot think if you yell at me. And my little one, she said, I feel scared.
Fear.
Fear.
So
Yeah.
nothing good is coming out.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
The forgave.
Yeah. Exactly. And if I go back to my own childhood, what I was feeling when someone was yelling at me, of course, I was feeling the same thing. But we were taught that this is the right way. So many people, they think because our parents did that thing, then this is the right way.
Or do you think people also thought this is the only way? I mean, how else do you raise a kid if you're not yelling at them?
Yeah, I think they think the children should fear their parents.
That
Yeah,
was the approach.
yeah. To make them just be the way you want, they have to be scared from
Control.
you. It's coming from control. The base of control is fear.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you're saying all of that, it makes so much sense. But when you are in that moment, because even I have a 2-year-old toddler, and you are managing 4 kids, which is wow. For me, just managing one child can be so difficult at times. So many parents find it to be so hard because kids have their tantrums, they have their moods, they have demands which do not fit the place, fit the time. It's hard at times. And then you cannot think of anything other than yelling at them. So, can you advise what can parents do other than yelling?
Yes. Of course, yeah, you are right. Sometimes when I just come home and the four of them just coming with their own agendas, like I want this, I want that, and I'm coming home with my own agenda. So with my own mood, with my own frustration, and I'm faced with such a big demand from the four of them. Mama, listen, 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 see me, listen to me. I will be like overwhelmed, like I want just to shut everything out and just escape of it. But when you understand that your child is conveying a message out of this like reaction, like there is a need behind this, then you will calm down, like okay, I have to meet the demand of each one of them, understand the need of each one of them, and then you can like manage this feeling that is coming, the feeling that you want to just stop them or yell at them or control them. You will just understand that they are everyone like in their own world, and you have to meet them where they are at. For me personally, if I'm like faced with such like a tantrum situation, or like very like big emotions, I will just try to connect with my child. I'll try to connect and I will understand that this feeling is like out of control, that this is not, that is not the normal thing. The child is, or he's intending to trigger me. This is his development. Like, he's in this state that the brain is still developing. There is difficulty to manage these big emotions. So for me as a mother, I can master my own emotion, but this child cannot. They lack these skills to master their emotions. So if both of us were like in this big emotions together, then there will be no way out of it. So you have, in this situation, to be like the container of this child emotions. Even if you are like overwhelmed or you have your own agenda, just try to pause, try to like regain your composition.
Composure,
Yeah,
yeah.
composure.
So what I'm understanding from you is the easy way is to remember that you're the adult and the kids are the
Yes.
kids.
Yeah.
So you have to be responsible, and the kids are allowed to be the way they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
And the easy question to remember in such a situation is, what does my child need? Because I think
Yeah.
that is what we ask while yelling also, right? What
Yes.
do you need?
Yes. What you
Yeah.
need. Yeah. Exactly. Because he cannot like give you the statement that I need love or I need attention or I need. Sometimes they do. They just say, see me, see what I'm doing, hear me, listen to me. They're giving you the clue, but you are annoyed with the way they are telling you that. So you will not be able to connect. When you just remove yourself from this whole drama, you just observe what is going on, it will be much easier on yourself. Like try to pause, try to take yourself out of it for some
So
time.
it's okay
Yeah.
if you take yourself out.
Yeah, for like a
A few moments,
brief
yeah.
moment, just to breathe and just to talk to yourself out of it.
Great, because I don't think many parents know that as an option.
Yeah, they feel that they have to react very fast,
Yes.
immediately.
Yes.
That you have to control immediately, or everything is going
So
to
it's
like
okay if you just take a little washroom break,
yeah,
calm yourself down,
yes,
and come back.
and come back. Yeah. And if your child is tantruming, from my own experience, they don't like you to just walk away and leave them with their big emotions, because they feel that they are unsafe, they are really threatened. So you have to be around them somewhere, give them some eye contact, give them some like attention, like I'm listening to you, I'm with you. But don't try to give a lot of talking at that time. Just be there. Your presence, your energy that you are understanding, it will reach the child. The giving this space of safety, the child is feeling that you are the container of his own, of this big emotions. After this all will settle and he'll
So
be
the
okay.
kids will be fine after?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we are getting it from a mother of four who's
Yes.
experienced
Yes.
for the different age groups.
Yeah.
So we believe that.
They will tell you every bad word in the
In the word.
in the word, that you are a bad mom, that you it's unfair, you're doing this to them, especially with the iPad and the screen time. They will just say it is unfair just to take it out of me. I'm still not done. The hour's still not finished, and they don't know the concept of time anyway. So you don't want to argue with them.
Yes.
So just stay calm and understand that this is hard on you, and I'm here to help you and understand you, and you can just have your feeling. It's fine. So when you do it once and twice and every time, it will be normal. It will be good.
Let's say even if all the parents get educated, coached, and stop yelling and raise their kids consciously, there is still one place where our kids do get yelled at or screamed at or have those kind of impacts, and that's their place of learning.
Yes, exactly.
The institute we send them to for education. How do you think can schools contribute in raising the kids without yelling?
Actually, this needs a lot of education to the way of like teachers are interacting with the kids. Even if the teacher herself is coming from this background of control, then she will just impose her way on the children. She will not understand how to communicate. She will think that by yelling or by scaring the children, they will just follow her, and it will be the shortcut to reach whatever she needs. But this is not the right way. Like schools should be really the place where children feel safe. They feel like in a way they can learn in a safe environment. Yelling and shouting and just being on trying to fix them and control them, this really will not make them cooperate in a good manner, or love school even. So I guess not everybody like implementing this concept. They will just treat all the children in the same way, but children are different and developmentally are different. They have to understand that everyone has their own needs and their own development. So there should be a different way in dealing with each child in the class, not like a herd, like everybody the same. And I asked my child also, my daughter, I told her, what do you think if your teacher yell at you? What you say in your, like, what do you think in your mind? She said, I will say that it's okay to do mistakes because we are here to learn. We are here. This is the place for learning. So if we do mistakes, just bear with us. Just be patient with us.
That is such a wise answer
Yeah.
from a 9-year-old girl.
Yeah. So I told her, why don't you tell your teacher this? Just ask her to be patient with you, to understand you. But because there will be this fear, like projection or something like that, children will just obey in the school.
I think you're right to point this out that the kids, in their purity and innocence and authenticity, like to follow, like to obey, and we, as unconscious adults, sometimes take advantage of that.
Yes. Yeah.
So if teachers are educated and trained about other ways of raising other than yelling, the kids can be saved from a lot of trauma.
Exactly. It's okay. So but some of them, they will just need few skills just to connect with the children, or make it like in a playful way, attract their attention in a playful way. When the child like the teacher, they will always try to be good and be in emotionally in a good or stable. So but if they are in fear and they're just on their edge, this will not help them even to learn or grasp anything. I think like we as parents, we have to be advocate for our children. If we feel there is some way to improve it, we have to speak up for our children. We have to meet with the teachers, with the um, heads of the schools, talk with them, convey our message. By everybody like trying to change, this eventually will change for our children's sake, of course.
You're very right to say that because this change needs a lot of cooperation from everybody around the child.
Exactly.
It's not just the mother, it's not just the father, it's everybody who impacts
Everybody.
a child.
Yeah.
As much as it sounds amazing, but I'm sure it's not an easy work to do because we have all these generations of learning that provokes us to yell at the first instance. But what can motivate is probably to know what would be the impact when the kids are raised without yelling.
Exactly. Yeah. If it was like, raising child without yelling, it would be wonderful for the child. The child will grow with emotional stability, more resilience, more of trusting to his parents. Like, I can say anything to my parent. I can do whatever. I can express my feelings in every way without any fear of rejection. So when you lay this strong foundation with your child, like, I will accept you no matter what you are doing or saying, you are like building this strong foundation. Like, your child will be like, they will not, their children will not need somebody from outside to like get their needs. They will feel their all needs are fulfilled from their parents. So whatever they face outside, they will come back to their parents and would discuss it. They will feel the understanding. We are here to coach them, to be with them, not to give them the answer. We are here to just understand what they are going through, help them, try to let them like experience their life from their own personality and their from own um, like perspective. So by mastering our own emotions, our own regulating our own self, of course, this will give a lot of advantage and benefit to the child to grow in a very safe and healthy environment. So I'm really, I know it is not an easy thing, as you said.
Yes, yes.
At least for the physical abuse, it's getting very low now. Like people are aware that
Toxic and
this is
not good.
not good,
Yes.
but still they are struggling with them
Mental abuse.
emotionally. Yeah,
Yes.
like I cannot control my emotion. I have to yell. I have to. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know what to do. So it's the only way. I don't have support. I don't like. I'm going through so much thing. So, but this is not the right answer. If you learn how to connect with yourself, to regulate your emotion, then you will not need to yell at your child, of
Beautiful.
course.
I think what you just said is
Mhm.
very important, especially for parents. In order to serve your kids, they need to serve themselves.
Yes,
When
exactly.
you raise the flower within you
Mhm.
and nourish it, only then you can raise the flower that's in front of you.
Exactly. And when you get free of judgments, when we are just like respond to every trigger and just label it with judgment, and like we have to act on it immediately and fix and everything, with this mentality, of course we would be on fire always, like on our edge. We are not calm enough to be resourceful and full of creativity and let's just think out of the box. We just have one way just to fix it in this way. That, and I was in there for a long time in my life, like, oh my god, is this the only way? I cannot go out like from this way of interaction. But after I learned how to master my understand myself, it's amazing, like how you evolve, how you feel freedom.
Yeah.
Freedom. And freeing yourself will free everybody around you, of course.
That's beautiful.
Mhm.
Another thing which just crossed my mind while you were talking about this, maybe you will agree, is we are very focused on passing down a legacy to our children. Maybe it's the house, maybe it's the work, maybe it's the wealth, maybe it's our genes, our
Mhm.
beauty, our
Yeah.
strengths. We need to be equally focused on passing the legacy of our inner consciousness.
Exactly.
What are we giving for the next generation from the inside,
Mhm.
not just from the outside?
Exactly. I was like hearing a lot of like, you have all your wisdom inside of you. You just need to connect and let discover all these treasures inside of you. I wasn't really very convinced of this. But while I'm seeing it in front of my eyes in my children, like when you stimulate their thinking, when you try to challenge them and ask them questions, you will be amazed with these wonderful answers
Answers
that
they
they are
give.
telling you. That's from their own pure wisdom.
Yes.
Yes, this is
I mean, you just
amazing. Yeah.
shared how wisely and
Mm-hmm.
simply the
Mm-hmm.
9-year-old answered
Yeah,
or the 6-year-old answered.
exactly.
But we normally don't focus on their wisdom and we just
Yeah.
think that we know best.
We underestimate them. We think we know better. That's why we don't even try to discuss with them the issue. We just tell them, do one, two, three, and enough, and this is it.
Yes.
But we'll not try to take all these jewels out of them.
Yes. And that comes from
Mhm.
the thinking that we
Mhm.
are superior
Yeah,
than them.
yeah, and all come back to our belief system. When we
Yes.
question these belief system and try to see if they're really right or wrong, then of course we get this freedom and we will discover our children in a new eye, in a new like lens of which is full of love and understanding and um, like if you will see your child all the time and label him that this is the difficult child, this is the difficult child, you cannot find any way to connect because you labeled him like wrong, bad. But if you see that, oh, my child is difficult because he has personality, like he has his own opinion, that he's really connected to himself, so you will see the beauty in your child and you'll try to go in this direction.
And we like that in our kids when they're grown up. then why can't we like that in our kids when
Yeah,
they're small?
yeah.
Yes.
And if you are like taking this from your child from early stage, like as autonomy from early stage, then you will be the loser at the end, because the child will be just follower as you wished him to be. We want them to follow in early
In the
childhood,
beginning, yes.
and then we tell them go and
Be
outside and
independent.
be independent. How? But because he didn't get these skills from early on.
Yes. Thank you so much, Alya, for simplifying and explaining such complex things as beautifully. I think both your kids who gave such wise answers in such simple
Yeah.
manners got it from you.
Yeah.
You have explained these jewels in a very beautiful manner, in such a simple manner. Thank you so much for that. What is the
Welcome.
one thing that you would like to give as a takeaway to the listeners?
Yeah, I want to say one thing, that your child is not here to make you mad, to trigger you. Just go within and understand why you are feeling these feelings. Connect with yourself. Discover why I'm triggered, why I'm feeling this way from this behavior that my child is doing. Is there anything hidden that I need to know? Is there anything that I need to connect within myself, to check with myself? Is this really now, or is something in the past? To link the things together and understand myself even better, in order to master my emotions and regulate my emotions. Understand that my child is doing whatever is appropriate for his age. He's not here to make me, like, to make my life hell. Just try to understand the development, connect with your child, and connect with yourself before that.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
That's a wrap for today. You have been listening to Our Quest. This is Dimple Mehta signing out. If you haven't already, please give us a quick review and rating on Apple Podcast. And don't forget, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Links in description. See you next week. Same time, same place.